So I'm quickly going to go over every single exercise that I was doing in this workout, including variations for beginners. The first exercise that I was doing in the sequence, I was doing it for the full 6 rounds, so one exercise per this sequence. I call it the turning bridge push-up. I actually came up with this exercise because I have an exercise that I came up with that I call the turning bridge. So you're going to start in this position. Your arms are going to be a little bit out like this. So you're going to place all the tension while you're standing on your arms onto your triceps. So when you're standing here, you're going to feel the tension here in the back of your arms. From here, you're going to twist your body to one side, bringing the leg to which you're twisting towards inward. So this leg is going to go through here. So this is what it's going to look like. You're going to go, the leg goes onto the ground. From here, you're going to do a push-up. Place the leg backwards, stand back into this position. Do the same thing on the other leg. If you are more advanced and you want to make this exercise even harder, you can take the leg off of the ground. So it will look something like this. You can do that as well. If you're a beginner, then instead of placing your leg like that, you can just place your knee down like this and do this exercise off your knee. So, this was the first exercise in this workout. The second exercise I was doing was this ab combo. I was doing 2 exercises for the second part of the workout. I'm using 8 pounds blue ball. And you're going to grab the ball right in between this area of your feet. You have to be very careful not to drop the ball, because if you drop this ball onto yourself, you can get injured. So this is why it's best that you grab the ball with this area. So you're holding it really tight. You're placing your hands behind your head. You're pulling the ball in using your lower abs. Oops, see, that's what happens. So you're pulling the ball in, then you're placing the ball out, so it's like an in and out movement. Then you're going to do like a little lift right here. Then you do the same thing again. In, out, up. In, out, up. If you're a beginner, definitely no using of the ball. You're going to be doing the same thing but without the ball. Your legs are separated. You're going to bring your legs in, out, up, in, out, up. The second exercise in this sequence was a very challenging exercise because you're going to keep your feet off the ground the whole time. You're going to start in this position. Your feet are off the ground. You're going to turn to one side, stretching and reaching out with this hand. While the other hand, this is how you're balancing. You're going to use your muscles of your whole core in order to twist. Your feet stays off the ground, your legs. The other side. You see how my legs are off the ground? It's tough. If you're a beginner, it'll be very tough for you to keep your legs off the ground. So what you do is you keep your legs on the ground and you're just doing these twists like this. Making sure you're using your abs. This is an ab movement. Stretching out. When you're stretching out, you're using all the muscles right here. So the next exercise in the next sequence is, man, this is a really, what is it that I call that exercise? A balanced row. I'm using a set of weights. As you can see this workout, I'm using all kinds of little equipment. I'm using a set of weights. This exercise is gonna target an insane amount of muscles in your body, but it's very tough and it's very challenging to do. You're gonna place one foot onto a balance ball. Now, one weight, there's gonna be 2 different grips in here. You're gonna place one weight what's that word in English? I forgot. Parallel. Parallel, and one weight is going to be vertical. The one foot goes onto the balance ball, the other foot goes onto the ground. You're going to do a push-up. You're going to feel this in your abs. Stand up, you're going to flex your muscles. If they're not dangling, they're flexed. And you're going to do a row. You're going to use your obliques in this movement. And then you're going to do the same thing again. Using that. And then of course you're going to do the same thing on the other hand, on the other side. Now, if you're a beginner, you can still use a little set of weights. Do not be afraid of weights. Little weights are not going to kill you. So, you're not going to use a wall, obviously, if you're a beginner. So what you're going to do is you're going to place your knees on the ground, preferably close them because it's easy as it is. You're going to still have a set of weights like this. You're going to do a push-up, and you're still going to do a row. Push-up. Actually, it's better if you separate your legs. Yeah. You're going to do a push-up, a row. You're going to do a push-up, a row. So it's the same thing, just placing your knees on the ground. The next exercise that I was doing in the sequence, watch out equipment, is shoulder presses. And I was doing them off the chair because they're much more challenging for me like this. I've been practicing a lot of handstands against the wall, so this is definitely one of the best exercises for your shoulders. And you're just gonna go down, making sure the pressure is on your shoulders. I placed my feet together this time. You can spread your feet apart to make this exercise a lot easier for you. To make it even more easier, you can also do this exercise off the ground by doing this, standing in this position, and then doing shoulder presses like that. This makes exercise easier, especially if you're a beginner. This is what you will do. And you're going to do this shoulder press like that. Now, what do we have there? The next exercise is 3 exercises in one. And this is where I was completely done. Like my arms were shaking. I was having a really hard time. So it's like a levered pull-up and a levered chin-up, except your chin doesn't really go touch it. I don't know why it's called a chin-up. So the first interval, I was doing these pull-ups. If you're a beginner, you can also do this because this is the easiest way pull-ups. It's not like a pull-up bar. You're going to be able to do this. I was doing these pull-ups. During the rest break, I wasn't taking any rests. I was holding my legs in the air, contracting my abs for the rest interval. So there was really no rest in this sequence. Follow-up exercise was these chin-ups, which is a different grip. And then on the rest interval, I was also holding my feet. Keeping your back, your shoulder blades pulled in, keeping your back straight, and just hold your feet off the ground and contract your abs. You're going to go between this exercise back and forth. If you are a beginner, don't do any of that. What you can do, instead of holding your legs, you can just do this little lift. To just engage, keep engaging your abs. And you can definitely will be able to do even if you can do 3 pull-ups like this during the interval, try it, do it. So this was my workout for today. Like I said, I'm going to do a 20-minute cardio. You know, I'm just doing a little bit more cardio lately. I'm also going to do a little back lift and some stretching. So for the full explanation, visit my blog, lovingfit.com, and see you.